Welcome to Design with Miyoshi. We're going to make one more part for the toy Samai.
But first, I want to thank Northwest Technical Products for sponsoring this video. If you are part of an educational institution in Washington, Alaska, Oregon, Idaho, or Montana, contact Northwest Technical Products for all your SolidWorks and other technical needs. Thanks, Andrew, and all the crew at Northwest Technical Products. So here we go. So we're going to make a part, of course. And of course, we always start out with sketch. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the front plane, and we're going to go ahead and make some lines. Now, I'm going to do this very similar to the, what do you call it? The hood. Let's move this over a little bit. Again, I hit the control key and the middle mouse, or the wheel is a mouse button. So let's put this guy here. I'm going to go from the origin horizontal to the right. Right click and chain. Oops, I should have gone down to. I'll click on the origin, go down, and go to the right. Right click and chain. Let's put this last line that I forgot. Vertical line there. All right. Select. Right click and select. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do some dimension here. So let's dimension this guy. This guy is 10 inches. And this guy is going to be 1 and 13/16, believe it or not. So 1 space 13/16. And this guy, oops, come on, is going to be 1 1/8. So 1 space 1/8. Because, you know, I don't want to tax myself and change the 1/8 into 0.125. And then let's go ahead and make this guy. Oops, come on, hit escape once. There we go. We'll make this guy. He should be about 9 inches. All right, so over here, I'm going to do the spline thing again. So we'll do a spline, and I'll grab the endpoint and the endpoint. And again, you'll play with the handles here in a minute. So right click and select. Then I'll grab the spline, and I will grab the handle here, and let's make that guy vertical. And I'll grab this handle, and I'll make it horizontal. And then I just want to change the influence. Let's change this influence to be much smaller. And let's change this influence to be a little bit bigger. Maybe the other way around. No, we want to both be fairly small. We want a little arc there, but we don't need it huge. Okay, I just zoomed in a little bit to get a little bit more perspective on that. Yeah, we'll pull it out there. That'll be fine. And somewhere like that. That's good enough. Now you don't really, you don't really get full control on that, so we'll just leave it like that. All right, then what we're going to do is we are going, oops, that was wrong. Yep, no, that's right. Oh, no, this guy is the wrong place. Let's double click on this guy and change its dimensions. We're going to make it, let's just make it 1 inch. All right, yeah, let's make it even smaller. Let's go ahead and make it about 1/2 inch. And then let's pull this, let's change the spline. Oops, yeah. Change the influence of the spline just a bit. There, I like that better. Okay, so we'll leave that. That's good. So the reason why I had a little confusion, because now I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm going to make a couple holes. And we're going to go ahead and extrude these holes instead of make holes. So I'll just put a hole here and a hole here. And then I'll add a couple relations. So I want that and that guy to be the same. Oops, not tangent. I don't know how to do that. Right click there and delete. I just want them to be equal. Okay. And I'll unselect by clicking somewhere there and drag this guy forward better. All right, now I also want the centers to be horizontal. So let's go ahead and add a relation. And that point is the center of the circle, so that's already selected. And grab this point and make them horizontal. All right, now let's do smart dimension. So first thing, this guy, if you were really making parts, you can't put a 1/2 inch rod into a 1/2 inch hole. And I have 1/2 inch or 3/8 of an inch holes, or the 3/8 of an inch, what do you call them, axles. So I want to make them slightly bigger than 3/8. So 3/8 is 6/16. So we're going to make these 7/16. So I'll do 7 space 16. So that's going to be my diameter of those guys. And then we're going to do some dimensions. Actually, I'm going to do one more relation. So I know this point and this point, I want them to be vertical, because I want my wheel to be right lined up with the front. So since it's a 1 inch wheel, and this is 9 inches, I'll just put this right above that point, and then I'll do some smart dimensioning. That'll be fine. Hit OK. And then now, let's see here, smart dimension, and I'll go from the top line to the point here, and I'll bring that out here, and that's going to be 1 1/8. So 1 space 1/8. That's where I was confused earlier. And this guy here, I want from this edge to the center to be exactly 1 inch, like it is in the front. Now, if you really wanted to, if you want to make this an 18-wheeler, you could make one more circle. And actually, let's put the circle in there, and maybe we'll make it 18-wheeler, and maybe we won't. So let's add a couple relations. Let's make that circle and that circle equal. And let's make that center, oh, there we go, the center and the center. Let's make them horizontal. And let's make the distance between this guy and this guy. Let's go ahead and make them, let's put a 1/4 inch between them. So let's make this 1.25. That'll be a little more. So 1 inch, 1 inch, it'll be a little less. Let's make this 1 1/2. 1.5. All right, and there we have it. So now we're going to go ahead and we'll do features. We're going to extrude boss face. And this guy's going to be a mid-plane extrusion again, and we're going to do 4.5, 4.5. Okay, now we should put in some little holes here too. So let's go ahead and make a hole wizard, and let's go ahead and keep that 1/4 inch. Let's make it a little bigger. Let's make this guy 3/8 of an inch. So not quite a half, and we'll keep it a 1/4 inch in positions. Grab the top face, and let's look at the top face. Let's just go ahead and put in some 4 of these guys. Okay, and we don't want to make them in the exact place as the other one. Actually, we do. Okay, let's do this again. I forgot why I put the other ones there. So let's go ahead, and this is supposed to be 1/2. So let's make this exactly 1/2. There we go, half. And let's put them exactly where the other ones were. So positions, and let's do some relations. So I'll add relations here. Grab the center, grab the center. Oops, wrong thing. Look at the top view again, or the whatever view this is. There you go. Control key, middle mouse as a button, or the wheel is a button. Make those guys horizontal. Make this guy and this guy vertical. Make this guy and this guy vertical. And make this, oops, not that guy. I just clicked in the same one that got selected, this guy and this guy, horizontal. So everything has a horizontal and vertical, horizontal, vertical. All right, so these guys are smart connection. Let's grab the endpoint, or the edge here, and the center point. And this guy is supposed to be 2 inches. And let's see here, 2, 4, 6. So I'm gonna do this a little bit different. I know that the distance between center to center is supposed to be 2 inches. I also know that the distance between the center and the origin is supposed to be such that it's halfway between. So I will go ahead and make that 1. And then all I have to do, so that's dimensioning vertically. And then all I need to do is from this edge to here, make that 2 inches as well. Okay, so I just grabbed these dimensions from the base, and I know that there's 2 inches between the centers of circles, and I know that they're centered on the origin, so I just made that correct. And I know that they're 2 inches from the edge, on the front edge and the back edge, so I made that correct. And there we have it. Now let's make sure that our type, we're only going down 1/4 of an inch, that's good. We've got the right type, we've got the right dimension there. So I can just hit OK. And there we have it, our 1/2 inch holes. And notice it doesn't interfere with my axle holes here either. That would be a concern, but it's nice because I don't have to worry because these guys only go down 1/4 inch. All right, so we'll save this guy, and I'm going to call this, oopsie, semi, and this is the bottom of my semi, so I'll just call it semi bottom, and make a drawing. So apart from drawing, pardon me, okay, and of course, I'll move this over a bit. Drawing, model view, the next button there, create multiple views, top, front, and let's do the perspective as well. Hidden views, this is 1 to 4, that looks probably about right. We'll hit OK, and I'm not going to make the mistake of getting rid of those drawings, so, or the other parts there. All right, so I need to keep the top view. I need all these views. I could probably get rid of this right view, but let's see what happens here. Okay, notice there's a funky line here. That is the tangent edge. So let's right click and tangent edge remove. And let's actually do it off of the perspective too. It kind of makes it confusing, so we'll do tangent edge remove. And I don't know why there's another way to do all of them, but we just have to do it on all of them. Tangent edge remove. Right click, tangent edge remove. And then we have it all set, ready to go. We'll just go to annotation, model items, entire model imported in all views. Okay, and let's make it look beautiful. The 0.4. We need to make sure we do, there's 3 of them, so we'll do 3 X space. And I don't know, I don't like that position, but we'll figure out if that's where it's going to be or not. These guys are not bad. I'll move the 0.5 up though. And let's get another decimal place there. Let's get 2 more decimal places here. And let's move that out of the way a bit. So we'll put it out here. That's okay, but let's put this here. Sometimes SolidWorks does stuff that don't really necessarily like, but it thinks it's doing you a favor. And it's not really doing me any favors right now. There we go, that's better. Pull that over, and we'll put the 1.5. Yeah, only 1.5 on the inside instead. Oh, that actually is not too bad. Okay, I don't like that. That's okay. We'll move this out just a touch. And whoop, I don't need to right click. That's probably 3. Nope, make that 4. And that's right, it's something 16ths. Let's move that down here. That's better. Okay, that's much better. Oh, I don't have the width. Did I not give the width? I thought I did. So let's go to smart dimension. The whole width here is 4.5. That's right. Let's dimension the holes. So we'll zoom in here a little bit. We'll zoom in here a lot bit. And smart dimension. Make sure it's on the inner part here. And again, that's going to be the 4x and outside 4x. And hit the inner at the end and do a depth of 0.25. Hit the OK. Make sure it still looks beautiful. There we go. Let's move that down. There we go. A little bit better. Oh, and then the last thing we gotta do is in this top view. Let's put in some center lines to make sure we know that this is all lined up. And that's probably good. Let's go from there to there. Right click and chain. Go from there to there. Right click and chain. And I just sat down and grab those endpoints. Right click and chain. Right click and chain. Okay, now I just have to put in some final dimensions. Actually, let's not do that one. Let's go like we did in the drawing. Or in the model. Come on. Yeah, it's not gonna like that. So let's grab. I don't know if it's gonna like this either. No, I did. Okay, there's my 2. And I don't know if it's gonna let me go to the center. It doesn't look like it. So we'll just do that. We'll go from here to the edge, even though that's not really. Oh, come on. That's not what I did. From edge to edge. Huh. Doesn't like the dimension from there. So let's go try it one more time. There we go. There we go. We'll go ahead and put that there. And what do we have left? Oh, from edge to edge. And from edge edge. Okay, so let's go ahead. I want to put this one on the bottom too with the other one. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. There we go. Yes, we know it's true. Okay, and there we have it. Now it's all the way dimensioned. Everything's beautiful. Oops. And then I'll just click on check. Right click on sheet format like we always do. Edit sheet format. We'll zoom in here a little bit to the title block. Double click on the name. Put in the name, all caps. Double click on the date. Put in the date. Put in your design firm here. And then put in the bottom of the semi bottom. Looks good. All right, hit OK. Right click sheet format. Edit sheet. Zoom out again. Put this over here, nice and beautiful. And then we'll save this guy. Save everything. Yep, that's good. Semi bottom. And then we'll do file save as, and we'll change this PDF. There we have it. The bottom of my semi, where really, if you were going to make a real semi, you wouldn't have this part. But since we're just making this out of wood or something, pretending we're making it out of wood, this is how we would attach the wheels to the semi itself. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Design with Miyoshi.